I should be charging for this. I'm not even joking. This is the entire content system you need to create authentic content on LinkedIn. So first, we need to start with a centralized system. I'm using Notebook LM and I've uploaded a range of different sources from YouTube, podcasts that I've recorded. I've also conducted research on the biggest pain points that my audience face. I've also added a deep research report from Google Gemini, which if you don't know how to access, just go to Gemini and select deep research. Then ask it to conduct a deep research report on you. Then I've attached my LinkedIn post, which I've exported using Authored Up. And then finally, I've provided it with my background story, my achievements, my goals, what I've done, what I'm doing, and what I plan to do. So I've provided all of this context to Notebook LM. Then I've added some custom instructions to Notebook LM saying that it needs to be me. It needs to think like me and it needs to help me produce content that I can then convert into social media posts. So if we go to Notebook LM and type in something quite nuanced, like how to win on LinkedIn, if you go to any LLM and type this in, you will get the most generic garbage advice ever. But the difference with using Notebook LM is that because it's grounded and closed source, it will only recall information from the uploaded files that I've provided. So therefore, I can trust the information is unique to me and it's my own LinkedIn advice. So looking at this is exactly what I'd recommend for people posting on LinkedIn. It's my custom strategies like the chef framework, which I'm walking you through right now. So awesome. Let's copy that output. You could use this for any content idea. And then I'm going to go to Gemini. I'm going to say transfer to Canvas and paste in that output I've just copied from Notebook LM. I'm going to enable Canvas and then wait a few moments as the content transfers over. Okay, this is great because now the content is editable, which it isn't in Notebook LM. One thing I'm going to do, because we're creating social media short form content here, I'm going to change the length in this section down here and opt for very short to make it as bite-sized as possible. Now it's made that content way more digestible. Now I'm going to add my signature call to action, which is follow Charlie Hills and then repost. And then I'm going to change the title, How to Win on LinkedIn, and remove this description text. Also, I'm going to make a few edits here because this isn't 100% true anymore. I've changed the name of this specific framework I refer to. If you want to make changes to a whole section, just ask Gemini to do this instead. For example, I could say the chef framework is no longer this, it's an acronym, and the C stands for curate, the H is heat, the E is enhance, and the F is feed. Awesome. So now we have a cheat sheet brief ready to generate content with. So I've got a Gemini gem, which if you want access to it, just click the link in the caption. Now I'm going to paste in this prompt. Again, if you'd like access to the prompt, click the link in caption. And I'm going to paste in that brief, enable create images, and ensure that I have thinking enabled. And essentially, what this gem will do is that it will generate an infographic for me on the exact topic that I provided it with in my exact brand colors. And there we have it. It's generated an eye-catching infographic that I could publish on LinkedIn. I could make a final touch to this and upload it to Canva and then just simply add in my branding at the bottom. And there we go. That's a pretty nice infographic, all generated on my specific expertise in my brand colors and ready to publish. Next, I want to show you a workflow which allows you to create carousels. So this one is very exciting. And essentially, what you want to do is enter in this prompt, which I will link in caption, enable canvas thinking, copy that same brief and paste it into Gemini. And there we go. We have a carousel, which looks pretty good. But this isn't the final version. If we want to make edits to it, then we would simply select and ask down here and highlight the section we want to change. Change the text to how I grew to 180,000 followers in under 2 years. And there we go. It's changed the headline to how I grew to 180,000 followers in under 2 years. So now we have that. Let's go to another Gemini chat. Paste in this prompt, which is very comprehensive. Again, link in caption. Click on the code view of this HTML generated carousel. And below this initial prompt, paste in that HTML code. And essentially, what the LLM will do is that it will analyze that code and then propose to me an outline, which all I need to do is approve, and then it will generate the entire carousel in one shot, which is mind-blowing. As you see, it's specified my brand colors. It's been very specific. And yes, this lines up with exactly what we created in the brief phase. So I'm going to approve it. Select create images, which is very important. Do not miss that step. And then this does take a bit of time, but trust me, it's so worth it. Here we go. Watch the magic happens as Gemini generates each slide one by one. This is absolutely crazy. Amazing. Now, all you have to do is download these and then go to Canva. Here's one that I created earlier. This is stunning. And honestly, we're so close to AI being perfect at generating carousels and social media content. This is mind-blowing. So now we've created an infographic and a carousel. There's one more format that I'd love to touch upon, and it is the personal image post. So I've built a gem, and essentially I'll give you access to the gem. And then what you have to do is type in your age. So I'm 28, I'm white male. And then I'm going to paste in my LinkedIn post below. I'm going to enable images and ensure thinking's enabled, and then press submit. And essentially what Nano Banana will do here is first, it's going to generate me a prompt. And this prompt is highly customized to my caption. The only thing that we must do here is ensure we attach a reference image. And there we go. It's generated a beautiful image of me in Zion National Park, which was a reference to my caption. And this looks great. This is post-worthy to LinkedIn. And there we have it. We have 3 ways to create awesome content with AI. Design is no longer an excuse. You can generate infographics, carousels, and beautiful personal pictures with Gemini. If you'd like access to all the prompts that I've covered here, plus more, then click the link in caption